these are the brand new Shokz OpenDots 2, the successor to one of the most unique open-ear headphones that you can buy. And here they are, very similar design to the original version 1. We're going to go ahead, test these out, showcase what's changed, and also just check out the link in my description below. If you order this before July 4th from the Shokz website, you also get some additional accessories. You get these piano key earrings that you can accessorize the earbuds with. And you also get this nice carry case as well to keep your headphones in, and you can attach this to your backpack. So very convenient thing. And the third thing they also offer is a 1-year warranty instead of the original 30-day warranty. So with all of those three things, you do get quite a bit of saving at no additional cost. So let's go ahead and take a look at the headphones, and then we'll dive in to see what's changed from the original OpenDots One. If you've never seen OpenDots before, they're completely different from traditional earbuds, especially like if you use Apple AirPods, for example. Instead of sitting inside your ear canal, they clip onto the outside of your ear using a flexible nickel titanium joint. The speaker sits near your ear canal, while the battery section sits behind your ear. And I know what you probably think as well, if you've never tried these types of earbuds before, are they going to hurt your ears after long periods of usage? No, they are not. They are very lightweight, they are comfortable, they're literally just balancing on your ear, and literally you can wear this for 8 hours on your day shift and it wouldn't cause any problems whatsoever. With this open earbuds design, that means you can still hear traffic, conversations, announcements, or people around you while you're listening to music. For the most part, it looks very similar to the original OpenDots One. It does have wireless charging, it's got the same battery life of 10 hours for the earbuds, and with the charging case a total of 40 hours combined, so you wouldn't need to worry about charging this for at least a few days for very heavy usage. So let's just go ahead and take a quick look at all of the things that have actually changed with the version 2. So the biggest upgrades are improved bass performance through BassFear 2.0, and in terms of the microphone quality, a new bone conduction microphone system has been implemented, which gives you much clearer calls and upgraded AI noise reduction. So this is very convenient if you are taking calls online for work or even just general phone calls. This also has slightly better water resistance. It has Bluetooth 6.1, which also gives you much more improved stability and power efficiency. And this now also supports Google's Find My device network, so you don't have to rely specifically just only on the Shokz app. The Dolby Audio has been upgraded slightly, so it makes you enjoy your content a lot more, and there's 70% lower distortion as well with the audio quality overall. So even though these aren't revolutionary changes, they are meaningful improvements to the areas that matter most. Now I'm not going to lie, I've actually been really enjoying using these. It's very quick and easy to put on. You literally just place it into your ears, you get the confirmation audio in the headphones that is now connected. I've connected it to my phone, my iMac, my MacBook, multiple different devices. And in terms of the button controls for your music, the barrel at the back, if you press it once, it will play and pause the music. A double press will actually go to the next track or the previous track, depending on the right and the left. And if you hold it down for 2 seconds, it will increase or decrease the volume depending on the right and the left earbud. So that is convenient. But also you can double tap the curved part towards the barrel at the back to play and pause the music, which I've tried to do a few times and I don't think it's that perfect. I sometimes would need to try it 3 times at least before it registers. So the touch capacitive with the double tap just at the back there sometimes is a hit and miss. But overall, I would always just continue using it by the presses of the barrel that sits behind your ear. So those are the convenient things that are also there on the original OpenDots One. The audio quality, especially listening to my music, when I'm doing some of my editing on my laptop, I've been using these earbuds and it has worked very well. I can't really fault the quality, the bass is quite punchy. Just this morning, I was using this at the gym, and even though there is music playing in the background of my gym, I know quite a few people, so from time to time people will come over and talk to me. So rather than always taking my AirPods out, I can now leave these earbuds in because I can hear them clearly without always having the need to constantly take my earbuds off or just play and pause the music. So that is a very convenient factor that I found for it. One use case that I'm going to use this for is taking my online meetings for work, and with the bone conduction and dual ear conduction now with the OpenDots 2, the microphone quality would be a lot more improved. So I'm going to show you a clip of the microphone quality by just doing a test Zoom recording and seeing how it sounds for the people on the other end of the call. So let's go ahead and do a test of how the audio sounds with the microphone coming directly from this. Okay, so this is a test recording using Zoom on my iMac. I'm not looking at the video quality here. This is just an example if I'm taking calls for work. I have the OpenDots 2 connected and they are the microphone source on Zoom here. So this is the audio quality that you will get and what the other people will hear at the other end of the line when you are using these for taking calls online. So I think the quality is quite good. It's obviously not comparable to having like a specific condenser microphone or any shotgun type USB microphone that you'll connect to your laptop or your computer, but it does a very decent job and it makes it so much easier rather than wearing any bulky overhead headphones or something that will just end up hurting your ears for a while, or just using your internal mics, which are probably not that great of a quality. So let me know what you guys think. Would you use this for taking online calls based on the audio you're hearing right now? Now, one worry that most people will probably have with open ear designs is around noise leak. Can other people hear what you're hearing? I've tested this with my family members and I've played it up to 50% volume. They can't hear what I'm hearing. With bone conduction and air conduction combined, it's going to be very hard for anyone to completely understand what you're listening to or what you're watching, but I'm going to test it anyway. I have my microphone here on my shirt. I'm going to play something from Spotify at around 70% volume. But just remember, if you are in a very quiet environment, you're never going to go so loud where other people would hear something coming out of your headphones. If you're on a train or a plane, outdoors walking, where it's very noisy, yes, you will put the volume up 80% maybe, but because of how noisy it is in the environment, people still won't be able to hear what you're listening to. So in all of the situations, I feel like you wouldn't have to worry about noise leak at all. Even if you're in the office, people might be talking on calls, it's not going to be clear what anyone is saying. So I'm just going to test it. I'm going to play it at 70% volume. My microphone is here, the headphone is here, so it's not too far. And let's see if you can try to hear a little bit of the noise leak, just to alleviate some of those worries. So could you hear any of that? I went to roughly around 80% volume, but likewise, I'm not putting the microphone directly up to the earbuds because nobody is going to put their ears directly close to your ears to try to listen and hear what you're listening to. So noise leak, wouldn't worry about it at all. It just works absolutely great. So there you have it. What do you guys think? Now, I will be using this going forward. I can see many use cases, especially when I'm just working from home and I have family members that also want to talk to me from time to time. I will have that awareness when I have these headphones in because I do prefer the open ear designs for my earbuds in certain circumstances. And then if I just want to isolate myself from the world where I want noise cancellation, that's where I will reach for something like my Apple AirPods Pro. So this is very convenient. Do check out the link. I do like the fact that it comes with this free carry case if you order it before July the 4th. I've been clipping this onto my little gym bag that I've taken to the gym with me. And it just makes it convenient so that you don't have to worry about it falling out your pocket or you're losing it on the floor. And you can just clip it to your backpack for your travels. It's very convenient in that sense. Overall, I wouldn't say that the version 2 is a complete reinvention of version 1. If you do decide you are okay with the specs and the features still on the OpenDots One, then it is on sale right now. I think slightly under £150, which again is not the cheapest, but it's not too far off from the price of the brand new version 2. So I would probably just recommend upgrading to the latest one with all of these new upgrades and small refinements that they've made. It's not drastic, but I think it's a very good step forward. Let me know if you all have any questions down below. I like the design, I like how it works, and I just like the ease of use of it in various different situations. If you liked that review and you found it useful, make sure to hit that thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time.